Welcome, fellow cosmic adventurers, to a voyage beyond our planet's bounds, where the enigmatic moon beckons us with its mysteries. Just as we explore the cosmos of quantum physics, today, we turn our gaze skyward to our celestial companion, the moon. But, before we embark on this lunar odyssey, take a moment to engage with us. Click that like button to fuel our journey, and if you're as captivated by the cosmos as we are, ensure you're subscribed to MindNBody for a celestial stream of thought-provoking content. Don't keep your lunar queries to yourself. Share them in the comments below. And remember, share our cosmic discoveries with your earthly companions. Additionally, if you haven't already seen our video titled, "The Historic First Landing of Humans on the Moon," we highly recommend giving it a watch. It's an inspiring video that's worth revisiting, and while you're at it, explore our channel, MindNBody, for more mind-blowing and inspirational content. The moon, Earth's celestial neighbor, has long captured human fascination and imagination. It has been a symbol of mystery, inspiration, and exploration for centuries. In recent years, the moon has once again taken center stage as countries around the world have set their sights on lunar exploration. This video delves into the question, is the moon our next home? We will explore the recent surge in lunar missions, the motivations driving this renewed interest, and the possibilities of humans establishing a presence on the lunar surface. But before we embark on this journey to the moon's present and future, let's have a look at the history of exploring the moon, a tale woven with ambition, competition, and the undying human spirit. The moon's complex history, from Cold War competition to global collaboration, the moon, our celestial neighbor, has a history deeply intertwined with Earth's past, particularly during the tumultuous years of the 1960s when the United States and the Soviet Union were engaged in a fierce space race. This rivalry between superpowers led to some of the most iconic moments in human space exploration. The space race begins. The space race officially began in 1957 when the Soviet Union launched Sputnik, the world's first artificial satellite, into orbit. This marked the dawn of the space age and ignited a competition for supremacy in space exploration. In the early 1960s, the Soviet Union achieved several milestones, including the first human, Yuri Gagarin, in space. The United States, determined not to be left behind, launched the Mercury and Gemini programs as precursors to the Apollo program. Apollo 11, the giant leap for mankind. The most iconic moment in lunar exploration history came on July 20, 1969, when NASA's Apollo 11 mission successfully landed astronauts Neil Armstrong and Buzz Aldrin on the moon. Neil Armstrong's famous words as he descended the lunar module's ladder, "That's one small step for a man, one giant leap for mankind," resonated around the world. This historic event represented the culmination of years of scientific research, engineering innovation, and sheer determination. The Apollo 11 mission demonstrated humanity's capability to venture beyond Earth and reach for the stars. The Soviet lunar missions. While the United States achieved the first manned moon landing, the Soviet Union also made significant strides in lunar exploration. In fact, they were the first to send robotic missions to the moon, including Luna 2, which became the first human-made object to impact the lunar surface in 1959. The Luna program continued with several successful missions, including the Luna 16 mission that returned lunar soil samples to Earth in 1970. The impact of lunar exploration. The moon landing events of the 1960s not only symbolized the pinnacle of the space race but also left a lasting legacy. They showcased humanity's capacity for exploration, innovation, and international cooperation. In recent years, lunar exploration has evolved from a competition between superpowers into a collaborative effort involving multiple countries and even private companies. This global cooperation is driven by a shared interest in understanding the moon's mysteries, harnessing its resources, and laying the groundwork for future space exploration. As we look to the moon's future as a potential second home, it's essential to acknowledge the historical milestones and achievements that have brought us to this point. The 1960s space race was not just a contest of political ideologies. it was a testament to the indomitable spirit of exploration that continues to drive humanity's quest to reach new horizons. The new lunar race, a renewed interest in the moon. The 21st century has witnessed a revival of lunar exploration efforts, reminiscent of the space race between the United States and the Soviet Union in the mid-20th century. However, this time, the race includes not only governments but also private companies and international collaborations. In 2019, NASA announced its ambitious Artemis program, which aims to return humans to the moon by the mid-2020s. This marked a significant milestone in lunar exploration, as the last manned mission to the moon was the Apollo 17 mission in 1972. NASA's Artemis program includes plans to establish a sustainable lunar presence, using the moon as a stepping stone for future missions to Mars. Other countries have joined the race as well. China's Chang'e program has successfully landed multiple rovers on the moon, with plans to establish a lunar research station in the coming years. India's Chandrayaan mission aimed to explore the moon's south pole, seeking evidence of water and other resources that could support future lunar missions. Europe, Russia, Japan, and several private companies have also announced lunar exploration initiatives. Behind the lunar craze, motivations for moon missions. 1. Scientific discovery. The moon holds valuable scientific insights about the early solar system and the evolution of celestial bodies. Lunar exploration can help us understand Earth's history and the formation of the moon itself. 2. Resource exploration. One of the key motivations is the search for resources, particularly water ice, which could be converted into drinking water and breathable oxygen. These resources would reduce the cost and logistical challenges of deep space missions. 3. Stepping stone for Mars. The moon is seen as a testing ground for technologies and systems needed for future Mars missions. It offers a more forgiving environment for testing before venturing to the red planet. 4. Commercial opportunities. Private companies like SpaceX and Blue Origin see the moon as a potential market for commercial activities, including tourism, mining, and research. The moon as a potential second home. The idea of humans living on the moon, while still in its infancy, is not as far-fetched as it may seem. Several factors make the moon an attractive candidate for future human colonization. 1. Proximity. The moon is our closest celestial neighbor, making it a more accessible destination than Mars or other planets. Shorter travel distances reduce the risks and costs associated with deep space travel. 2. Resource availability. Recent lunar missions have identified the presence of water ice in permanently shadowed craters at the moon's poles. Water can be used for drinking, agriculture, and fuel production, making long-term lunar habitation more feasible. 3. Reduced gravity. The moon's lower gravity, about 1/6 that of Earth, presents both challenges and advantages. It could reduce the health risks associated with extended periods in microgravity, and it might even have some health benefits. 4. Scientific potential. Establishing a lunar base would enable continuous scientific research and observations, benefiting various fields, including astronomy, geology, and planetary science. India's Chandrayaan-3 mission. India's Chandrayaan-3 mission successfully landed on the moon on August 23. This achievement comes after a previous Indian lunar vehicle crashed in 2019 during its descent, as did spacecraft from Russia and a Japanese company earlier this year. The moon's temperature. A remarkable new discovery. The Vikram lander probe delved 10 centimeters into the lunar soil. Surprisingly, a mere 8 centimeters below the moon's surface, where temperatures reach approximately 50 degrees Celsius, it registers a -10 degrees Celsius. This discovery holds greater significance than one might initially realize. The moon's extreme temperature fluctuations are a result of its lack of atmosphere. In the daytime, it bakes at a scorching 123 degrees Celsius, only to plunge to a frigid -233 degrees Celsius at night. Vikram's mission provided concrete evidence of something remarkable. The lunar topsoil functions as a super insulator. Typically, establishing a habitable environment on the Moon would entail extensive insulation, a logistical and costly challenge given the need to transport materials from Earth. However, Vikram's findings offer a potential solution. By layering processed lunar soil, or regolith, atop a habitat, we can maintain a comfortable interior for human inhabitants. This method also aids in reflecting sunlight, preventing excessive heating of the shielding material and reducing the necessity for extensive insulation. Thanks to Vikram's discoveries, we now possess knowledge of a significant temperature gradient of 60 degrees Celsius from the Moon's surface to a mere 8 centimeters beneath the ground. This information holds the potential to revolutionize the design of lunar habitats, adapting them to the Moon's unique thermal properties. Moreover, the Pragyan rover made an equally promising revelation. It detected oxygen in the lunar soil using a laser-based instrument. This discovery presents an alternative to relying solely on lunar ice for oxygen production, a critical development considering the limited availability of ice across the Moon. The oxygen can be extracted from a substance called ilmenite, abundant in the lunar soil. Collectively, these findings align with the burgeoning field of space science known as in situ resource utilization, ISRU, or space resource utilization, SRU. This realm explores how we can harness local resources, such as lunar soil, to enhance the feasibility and sustainability of human life and work in space. Challenges and questions. While the Moon offers numerous advantages as a potential second home, significant challenges and unanswered questions remain. 1. Radiation. The Moon lacks a protective atmosphere, exposing its surface to harmful cosmic radiation. Shielding against radiation would be essential for the safety of lunar residents. 2. Life support. Creating a sustainable life support system on the Moon is a complex endeavor. It requires recycling resources, managing waste, and ensuring a constant supply of essentials like oxygen and food. 3. Psychological effects. Prolonged isolation and confinement on the Moon could have psychological impacts on residents. Research into mental health and well-being in space environments is essential. 4. Legal and ethical issues. As humans extend their presence on the Moon, questions about property rights, territorial claims, and ethical considerations arise. International cooperation and agreements will be necessary. Conclusion. The lunar horizon. As humanity embarks on this new era of lunar exploration, the idea of the Moon becoming our next home is no longer confined to science fiction. While numerous challenges lie ahead, the progress made in recent years suggests that establishing a sustainable human presence on the Moon is within the realm of possibility. Whether the Moon becomes a stepping stone for deeper space exploration or a permanent settlement, the celestial body that has fascinated humans for millennia now holds the promise of becoming a new frontier for humanity, a place where we may one day call home. As we continue to gaze at the lunar horizon, the answers to the question, "Is the Moon our next home?" remain in the realm of future discoveries and endeavors. As we conclude our lunar expedition, one thing becomes abundantly clear. The Moon is not just a celestial body. It's a symbol of humanity's unquenchable thirst for knowledge and exploration. From the space race of the 1960s to our current collaborative efforts, the Moon represents the boundless possibilities of human achievement. We've delved into the past, contemplated the present, and gazed toward the future. And in this cosmic journey, we've discovered that the Moon isn't just a destination, it's a stepping stone to the stars. Our celestial quest doesn't end here. Join us on MindNBody as we continue to unravel the mysteries of the universe and embark on ever more profound journeys. Don't forget to leave your stardust-infused thoughts in the comments, and, of course, to all the cosmic enthusiasts out there, like, subscribe, and share the cosmic wonder with your fellow explorers. Until next time, keep your eyes on the stars and your hearts open to the cosmos.